many modules to figure out my leadership style and my communication style. Here they are up here. This is just a brief recap. And as you can see, my leadership style is democratic, fair, balanced, make sure everyone has their own input. Communication style is direct. Now, democratic and direct can coexist, but it creates a unique challenge. Because while I'm giving everybody choices, my directness, according to the evaluations that I've taken, limits your options and choices, which leads me to come off as a bureaucratic leadership, or leads me into being a more bureaucratic leader, which is the type of leadership that I'm not really fond of. But my direct style of communication indicates otherwise. And then being from a scientific background, it's almost kind of a given. Either that or I'm an A-hole. So we're going to talk more about that. Now this is the form I have to fill out. We have 3 different categories, or at least by Toastmasters, according to Toastmasters. You have 3 different categories. You have primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary are those that are hot. They're the most affected by your message. They are the people that are on board, all ears open, give me more, give me more, give me more. And then you have secondary. Secondary, they're in the middle, as indicated here. They're usually the people that are right next to the people that are hot, ready to listen. They're the people that's like, okay, you brought me to this thing, like, what's the deal? This is so great, why am I here? And you have tertiary, which is the people that are basically, get the hell out of my face. Has little interest in or access to your message. Ideally, I would like to use my democratic leadership style and my direct leadership style to develop a plan that's going to pull in all 3 of these categories, ideally. And as you can see, I had a time with writing this. That is my chicken scratch handwriting. And this really tore me to pieces. But a lot of it is very redundant. And again, I was dumbstruck trying to figure out how to fill this out. Which leads me to the stages of change. As I was filling out that cluster F word of a form, or at least it was a cluster F word to me, I had to go back to my doctoral program and determine the stages of change, or at least the stages of readiness when it comes to communicating a plan or message. Of course, there are 5 stages, as stated by Mr. Prochaska and Clemente in 1977. You have pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. Pre-contemplation are the people that are in the tertiary. Contemplation are the people that are like out in the middle. But I'm only going to elaborate more on how to get people from the tertiary to, at the very minimum, to contemplation, to think about making an action, or to get them on our side for a positive cause. And of course, the ultimate ideal is to get them to termination, an old bad habit eliminated, since I am in wellness. And as I stated, trying to reach all of those people with my direct style of communication is going to be very tricky. All right, so I've taken the 5 steps, or the 5 stages of change, and I created my own flowchart to simplify things. Because that other form, it was tearing to pieces, so I had to incorporate it and adjust it. So I have the audience type, the state of change, and the likely thoughts of the audience type. This was still a little challenging, but I cleaned it up just a little bit. And I put the stages of change in there and say, okay, primary, what are they likely to think? Contemplation and preparation, maybe action, and of course, you have what they may be thinking or how they may be communicating to me. And the tertiary group, this may be an extreme, they're usually, who are you? I don't care, out of my face, off my porch. And the irony of that is that that's how I am when I'm a tertiary person, something that I'm not interested in. And that's probably of the reasons why my dating life kind of failed, because I was so tertiary in certain activities that I was like, okay, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do a chick flick, but I learned that more. But enough about that. The technique I am proposing, since I only have 5 to 7 minutes, is to move forward and offering options and accommodations, a broader scope of options and accommodations. That will accommodate my democratic leadership style. And to be forward and honest with the benefits, that's the selling point. In this case, this is why I said earlier, being direct doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing if I'm being direct about what you're going to get out of the deal. You do this good thing of your choice, and you'll get a great thing in return. That's very straightforward. That's pretty much what everybody wants to hear. And of course, you got to be transparent with my direct communication style. Individual results may vary. Now, as I was putting this speech together, I was thinking about all the times where I was a primary, secondary, and tertiary audience. We've all been in all phases of that at one point or another. So in order for me to develop something for the audience, I had to put myself in that person's, the listener's position. And I think that basically telling people the good things that they're going to get out of the situation is going to help enhance my democratic leadership style. And that's all I have for you. Y'all have a good evening.